Hello guys, D-Man here, and today we are going over my top three superheroes, or just heroes in general. I guess not one of them's not a superhero, but my top three heroes in general. um, just a cool concept. I just wanted to tell you my top three heroes. I'm also going to do this with my top three villains and anti-villains. Or, yeah, anti-villains, I think. No, anti-heroes? Anti-villains, anti-heroes? I think they're anti-heroes, right? Is there a thing anti-villains? Probably is. Probably a villain that does villainous stuff, but does it more anti-ish. Maybe it doesn't kill people. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna do the first one, and that is my top three heroes. I'm only doing three because a top 10 is too much of a hassle. So let's just focus in on my main three. And my first hero is Doctor Who. Don't get me wrong, I don't really watch Doctor Who that much, although I used to watch it. My favorite Doctor being this guy right there. I forgot his name. I don't know his name, but he's my favorite Doctor. He's pretty good. Never seen him. I have seen him. He's okay. The best Doctor, pretty good. Never seen him. I haven't caught up with the show, but I definitely love Doctor Who as a hero. Or as a villain, I guess some people would say he's a villain as well. But the thing that I love about Doctor Who being a hero the most is the concept of him. The concept of being like, not like burly or strong or anything like that, but defeating your foes with nothing more than your wits and like a sonic screwdriver. That's just an awesome concept. It's just like, oh, dude, I don't have to fight you to win. I just have to outwit you, and he always comes out on top, or the majority of the time comes out on top, because he's Doctor Who. He always has that wit, and that's always like interested me. It's just like I love that factor. It's just like, oh, he wins because of his wits. That's just like the best thing about Doctor Who. He wins because of his wits. That's the best thing. That's like one of the best hero traits ever. I love that. I just love that thing. He doesn't win because he's super strong. He doesn't win because he's like a superhero or super strong or anything like that. He wins just because of his wits. And that's just one of the awesomest character concepts to me. I don't know why, it just is. To me, at least. It doesn't have to be to you, but that's one of the things that is to me. So, anyways, that's what I'm saying for Doctor Who. That's why I like him so much. That's why he's one of my favorite heroes because of his wits. Because he beats the enemies with his wits. So that's why he's one of my favorite superheroes. Okay, so my next one, my second favorite superhero, excuse me, is oh that pops up. My next one is Batman. Why is it Batman? Well, let me tell you why. A lot of people have troubles with Batman and say like, "Oh, he's not even a superhero. He's just a guy with a cape." I guess that's true because he doesn't have superpowers. But Batman is my one of my favorite superheroes because he's a guy in a cape. He's a guy in a cape that goes up against supervillains and superheroes sometimes and actually comes out on top because of his wits again. I love that factor because of his wits again, but also because he like trained himself to be this fighting machine. He's just this badass fighting machine that can win against pretty much anybody if you give him enough time. I guess a lot of people would say not anybody, but pretty much if you give him enough time, he can win. He's just an awesome character. He's just like this character that's done so much. I mean, he's took it on the Justice League twice in my recollection, at least if I remember. I think one was in the Killing Joke and one was in Babylon Tower, if I'm not mistaken. If it was called Babylon Tower. But one, basically, villains took his plan to take out all these superheroes, including Superman, used it against them, and basically took down the Justice League, which is basically Batman taking down the Justice League. So we know that Batman could literally take down the Justice League if he wanted to. And then the second one was when the Joker took over their minds and they tried to kill him, and he took him down. He just took them all down because that's how badass he is. Or not badass, I guess. Like that's how good he is, though. Except for Superman. Superman was probably the hardest to take down. But it was just this really cool thing to see, where he had to fight the Justice League and he actually could win against them. And we know that he has these contingency plans to win against them. It's actually really cool just to figure that out, just to see that. That's why he's one of my favorite superheroes. Like, he could just go against the best and come out on top, at least the majority of the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the time he can come out on top. And plus, he has some of the interesting villains, you know? Mr. Freeze, if you ever watched the animated series, he has like a really tragic backstory. The Joker. What can I say about the Joker? Like, holy shit, the Joker's the Joker. um, but yeah, he's just a really good superhero, in my personal opinion. He's my second favorite superhero. And then we're gonna go into an honorable mention, which is Wolverine. Wolverine's an honorable mention for several reasons. One of them being that he's Canadian. I'm also Canadian, so represent my Canadian brother. So Wolverine's Canadian. And he's also like this animalistic, feral guy that has claws and has a healing factor, and he's freaking awesome. He's a badass that doesn't take shit from anybody. And even if you can fight him, he'll still fight against you. Like no matter how big the odds are, he'll still fight against you. And that's one of the reasons he's an honorable mention. I don't want to spend too much time on him because he's an honorable mention. He didn't make it in, sadly, but he is an honorable mention. Because I love Wolverine. He's my fourth, I guess. He's my fourth one. And also, there was a point in time where Wolverine literally healed from a drop of blood. I just want to say that. That's pretty cool. But Wolverine, honorable mention. So let's go on to number one. My favorite hero is the Hulk. The Hulk is my favorite hero. Why is the Hulk my favorite hero? Because the Hulk is a badass and much more. So the Hulk has a average backstory, I would say. You know, got irradiated, turned into the Hulk. Um, he got irradiated and he turned into the Hulk. And then, like, we realized that his father abused him, and that's probably why he is the Hulk, sort of thing. Because he has, like, this anger issues with his father and stuff, so the more angry he gets, the Hulk comes out. Um, the Hulk's, like, super powerful and stuff, and plus he's attached to this super smart Bruce Banner character. And it's super awesome. It's just this dynamic between them. And plus, it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation sort of thing, where like he can't control it, but he sort of can sometimes. It's really cool. Sometimes he's a villain, sometimes he's an anti-hero, and sometimes he's just a pure hero. Most of the time, he's a hero, I think. And he's the Hulk, man. Why don't you love the Hulk? And there's several reasons why I like the Hulk the best. It's because he's the strongest hero there is. Maybe not, but he is one of the strongest. And if you've ever seen a few things like of the Hulk, there's a few like moments in there where he's actually like really strong. There's World War Hulk, where he literally pulled the tectonic plates in the planet to stop it from falling apart, I think. Or was it to stop an earthquake or something like that? But whatever. He pulled two tectonic plates together in World War Hulk. And plus, that was a really cool story. And then there was not World War Hulk, Planet Hulk, sorry. Planet Hulk, he did that. And then there was World War Hulk, where he went to the Earth and fought against the Avengers, a few teams of the Avengers, and then the X-Men, and basically wiped everybody out with him and like five other people. So yeah, that's how powerful the Hulk is. He basically wiped everybody out because he was so pissed off. And then there's World Breaker Hulk, which like that resulted in World Breaker Hulk, where basically every time Hulk took a step, he'd like give the world an earthquake, And if he wanted to, I'm pretty sure he could destroy the whole entire world and everybody on it. So that's really cool. And then there's Heart of the Monster Hulk. Now that's a strong Hulk. Destroy planets in one punch sort of thing. Start destroying universes almost. He's a really strong Hulk, man. That's a really badass Hulk too. So yeah, the Hulk, pretty much one of the strongest, if not the strongest, and also one of the badassest, because he's the Hulk. uh, definitely awesome. Most things he's in is pretty good. Like he's lifted up Thor's hammer before because he's gotten so angry. At least in a cartoon I saw once. I don't know if it happened in the manga. I mean, not a manga. I mean, in a comic book. I have not seen it in a comic book, but I know that it has happened in an animated show once. Um, but yeah, he has done a lot of incredible feats, and he's just an amazing hero. He saves everybody. He's super badass. He's super strong, and he has that like thing where he's just like, if he gets too mad, he's gonna become super strong. It's very, I don't know. It's just a thing that always intrigued me, I guess. Where you have this uncontrollable power that you have to try to control. It's just cool, man. Angrier you get, the more stronger you get. If only that happened in real life. I guess a lot of people would probably die if that happened in real life. So I guess it's good that it doesn't happen in real life. But it's a really cool concept and a really cool character. I really like the Hulk. My favorite hero out of all the heroes. And that's pretty much it. Um, for this video at least. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, my friends, stay sane. Peace. And remember, Hulk, best hero. Is just telling you, if you click one of these boxes, you will either go to my most recent video or a video that YouTube thinks you will like. And if you click on my face, right here, you will go subscribe to my channel. I guess you won't go anywhere, you'll subscribe. Anyways, that's enough, guys. Peace.